It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Huskies and the Seahawks. And it's coming up next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the beautiful city of Seattle. We welcome you inside Lumen Field, the home of the Seahawks. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen. Greg, wild first month of the calendar in the NFL. Had some great games, some finishes that were pretty special, the usual surprises. Now, we hit October, and like you said, this is where the season really gets going.
Yeah, doesn't it just feel like on the NFL calendar, every month kind of has its own vibe, right? It's September, you're just starting to figure out how good you are. You don't even know how good your own team is, let alone the rest of the league.
The veteran, Jason Sanders, ready to get us started. And off we go from Lumen Field. Now return coming from the 7. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down. He'll drop to throw. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's a first carry for their running back. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Foye Oluokun with the play. 3rd and long. Now they'll set up to throw. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive.
This defensive line clearly has a beat on this offense. They've got to find a way to settle their pass protections. If they want to be able to get their quarterback in any sort of established rhythm and timing going forward, they're going to have to do a lot better job protecting them early in this game. That's already 2 sacks allowed.
Here comes the Seattle offense to take over for the first time. They are led out by the former Wildcat, played his college ball in Tucson at the University of Arizona, their rookie quarterback.
I think when you go back and watch last week's game, Mike, I think 2 things were at play. Number one, let's give credit to the defense. I think they did a nice job of identifying some of the easy layups we've seen this quarterback hit from a week-to-week.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. That's Greg Rousseau in there for the sack.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
On the ground for the first time, here comes Jonathan Taylor. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. They'll look to throw. He airs this one out looking for Mechie.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
This fielded inside the 35. And he'll get forward a few yards. The offense will take over. The Huskies offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line, maybe a yard. Foye Aluakin with the play. Back to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. 3rd down and 9. So Kittle comes in motion. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Quick hitting slant there. It's a gain of 10 yards. And that will be a 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. They'll run on 2nd down. And it doesn't appear that he got to that 1st down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he's going to be close to that 1st down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a 1st down. So Kittle comes in motion. Throwing now on 1st and 10. And that's going to wind up incomplete. George Kittle was the intended target that time. And it'll bring up 2nd down. So Kittle comes in motion. Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. A couple of 3rd down conversions already on this drive. This one tougher. This is 3rd and 10. He'll try and get there on the ground. Now a timeout for injury. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll give on the ground. It'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. And he'll be taken down, but good enough to keep this drive going. It's a 1st down. So Kittle comes in motion. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. Back into the hands of Hubbard. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. So Kittle comes in motion. They'll look to throw again. He's got it at the 3. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. And he's not going to get away. They'll stop him back at the 3. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Seahawks offense ready to take over for their second possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Metcalf hauls in that one. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. 2nd down and 8. Now a toss, running left, it's Taylor. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now it's Taylor. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll motion over Metcalf. Catch made there by Watson. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Right back to Watson. Another grab. And he's going to have the 1st down, but we do have a flag on the field, and they are already walking backwards. So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. He airs this one out looking for Mechie. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. So Kittle comes in motion. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's complete left side to Pickens. He's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. Finding his tight end, Mayer. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. They'll stay on the ground. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4. A short one there, caught by Kittle. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. That is intercepted. Picked off by Keely Ringo. And the Seahawks are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
The Seahawks offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And he will wiggle his way forward for a gain of a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They go right back to Taylor. And he'll work this out to the 23. Joey Porter Jr. that time up to make the play. They need to get to the 29 here, facing 3rd down. And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack.
Just a great individual effort, and when you have a guy that can win his one-on-one matchups, now it becomes less about who's blocking him and how do we block him. Expect the offense to make some adjustments because right now, one-on-one, this defender is going to win every time.
Now, fair catch will be taken out near the 35-yard line. The Huskies offense ready to take over once again. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a 1st and 10. This drive will start on the ground, and he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. They'll throw out of the gun. And that is incomplete. But now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar. 1st and 10. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Up the middle they go. And he'll be close to a 1st down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. Here's 3rd and 2. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He's got his tight end, Kittle. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. A quick throw. Going to be caught by Pickens. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact. Now they'll set up to throw. That's brought in right side by Pickens. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker. 2 minutes remain in a 3-0 1st half. We're back to Seattle. after this. Out is Justin Tucker to try the field goal. This one from 54 yards out. And that is no good. He missed it. And this will stay a 3-point game.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. They'll look to throw. He's going to tuck it and go. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. We'll talk things over before third down. Back to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Looking to set up the screen there, but he decides not to force it, and it's incomplete. Here's third down and a few inches. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And he will have the Seahawks, and he's going to have the Jets. Timeout Seahawks. That is their second, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in this second quarter. That is caught back corner of the end zone. DK Metcalf. Touchdown Seattle. It's his second touchdown of the year. The teamwork was just ideal there. Greg, we don't see practice all week, but we see it pay off in the game.
And when you have a wide receiver, Mike, that can operate near the sideline, it just increases the amount of space that quarterback has to work with. He knows that he can put that ball maybe a little bit further away from the defender, knowing he's got the guy on the other end to not only secure the catch, but to keep his feet in bounds for a touchdown.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This one taken at the 7. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Huskies offense going to get it one final time in this first half. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
He'll get this out to his running back. He's going to be taken down, but there's a late flag in the backfield that might give him 15 more yards. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. This throw left side, caught by Kittle. Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
So Kittle comes in motion. He's got the connection there. It's Joshua Palmer. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. And this is no good. Could not get it on target. So we've reached the intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we send you cross-country to the Sunshine State. That's where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. And apparently we'll forget about that for the moment and turn our attention to quarter number 3. Let's go. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Here's a 2nd and 6. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
Man, when it works well, the zone read is a thing of beauty. It just adds another dimension to this offense, and if the defense doesn't get a better plan, they're going to continue to do it all day.
Quick throw, taken in, and that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Here's Taylor. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Looking to throw here on 2nd, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Just another example of poor decision-making. I mean, making a bad play even worse. There's nothing there on 2nd down. Just throw the ball into the stands and move on to 3rd. Now you take that sack, and it's going to take a miracle to stay on the field.
And that screen slow to develop, and they rally to the ball and stop him. That will be no gain on the screen. The Seahawks sending out their punt team, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And that's going to work out well. Out of bounds, and they mark it inside the 5-yard line. The Huskies offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. They'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Here's a 3rd and 10. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Neutral zone infraction, defense. Still 3rd down.
The penalty yardage certainly helps. Now it's 3rd down, and they need 5. So Kittle comes in motion. On 3rd down, they'll set up. Now problems. He loses the football near his own goal line. But he'll gather it back in. Boy, you really feel the pressure back there near the goal line, and they force the ball out. And lucky for this quarterback, saved him 4 points by falling on the ball.
Absolutely, Mike. I mean, that could have been even worse than it turned out. I mean, not only to get the stripped sack fumble in the end zone, but fortunately for this offense, they fell on it, and it only leads to the 2 points.
So after that safety, it is a free kick, and that comes from the 20. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. A quick slant. Looked in by Watson. A gain of 14. Good for a quick 1st down. That's complete to Metcalf. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. The man in motion is Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The visitors' offense starting to trot out for this next possession. The deficit, 6 points. A touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing now from the gun. To the outside. Catch made by Pickens. And he's going to have a 1st down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. This will be incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there. 3rd down coming up. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. A gain there of 11. That's enough for a 1st down.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
So Kittle comes in motion. That into the hands of Hubbard.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Maybe a couple there. It's third down. So Kittle comes in motion. Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on third down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. This one caught by Mechie.
They may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on second down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on third down where it's a little bit more manageable.
And this ball incomplete on third down. Kicking time for the Seahawks. They'll punt this one away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The visitors' offense headed back to take over once more. They'll begin with first and 10. So Kittle comes in motion. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's third down. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now their pass protection is breaking down and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
Crazy. Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. The Seahawks offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll start with great field position up at their 45. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll go again here with Taylor. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Fourth quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now. You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. incomplete. John Mechie was the intended target, and that'll set up fourth down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to get back at it. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
On the toss, they'll run. And he's going to have the first down. Mark him at the 45 and move the chains.
Simple play to call, but complex to execute. A toss play is beautiful, Mike, when a team hits it like they just did. We can see why they're a fan in the toss. Healthy game, and they pick up the first down.
He connects with Palmer on that one. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. That's over the middle to Kittle. 2nd down and 3. Handoff here, up the middle. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. Here's a 3rd down and 4. And that is incomplete. So out comes a guy who's been here before. Big spot for Justin Tucker. This to get back to a 1-possession game. This one has plenty of leg. And it is good. And they are indeed back within 1 score.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
The home team's offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll start with Taylor. And drawing some oohs and ahs from the crowd, sidestepping his way. Nifty gain of 9 there. 2nd and a yard. And this ball batted away and incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Punt team out, ready to send this one away. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The visitors' offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Throwing over the middle, this one is complete. He's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. It is 2nd and a yard. Now, faking the give. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. Heading outside, going to be close. It's going to depend on the spot. They're going to mark him short, and it is going to be fourth down.
Well, this has been the story of the entire game, Mike, is just how well this defense has played, particularly against the run. There has been nowhere to operate for this offense, and it continued here on this last play.
Here we go. This is fourth down. They'll drop to throw. He's got his tight end, Kittle. And they're going to get the first down. They were forced to go for it, and it's going to work out for them. He'll drop to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. And that would be the dagger. It's intercepted. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field position inside the red zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
The home team's offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll start with the football already in the red zone. Big opportunity here on 1st and 10. Took that one outside, waiting for that cutback lane, but it never developed. No gain on the carry. They'll motion over Metcalf. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he's inside the 10, pushing forward for a gain of 5 yards. Here now, 3rd and 5. Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, there's really two schools of thought, Mike. You have yourself the lead in the 4th quarter, and a lot of people just say, let's sit on it, let's play smart, just don't give anything to the opposing team to let themselves back in the game. Well, that's exactly what they almost did here. They put the ball in the air, tried to remain aggressive, and they're lucky it didn't come back to bite them. So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
The Huskies offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate. They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Trying to set up the screen, but he just had to spike that one. This will be incomplete. Here's 2nd down. In motion, that's the tight end there. Back to the air once more on 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a 1st down. So Kittle comes in motion. They'll look to throw again. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. They face 2nd down and 7. time. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. Now the offense will use their third and final timeout. Stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
So the 12th man, a factor here, as it's a win for the Seahawks. And right away, you can point to the turnover battle. Always key. Tells the story so often. It did here again today. Their offense didn't turn it over at all. They finished on the plus side with the takeaways. As a result, they're going to come away with the victory.